You're gorgeous.
She's like,
I
"I'll
presume
take
you're
that."
totally unvaccinated, am I correct?
This one is totally unvaccinated. This one is totally unvaccinated. She had DTaps, Hibs, and Rotatex.
But
for
the story
rotavirus.
is about this boy
Both
here.
of these two.
But here,
So-
the vitamin K caused eczema in this boy.
Eczema.
It's very, very, very important, this, people, because we're not talking just about the silly, the autism or anything like that. We're talking about every injury that's caused from vaccines, and eczema is an injury.
Yes,
It is
and
not
asthma.
okay.
Asthma as well.
Right, asthma as well. It's not okay to give these vaccines and cause a complication of any kind whatsoever. So it's not okay what they did to this boy
Right.
at all. All right, so
Right.
now tell everyone who you are.
My name is Amanda Roden. I'm from Otsego, Michigan, and I have 4 awesome kids. 2 have been. Annabelle was partially vaccinated. Stephen only had vitamin K, and it was all it took to trigger asthma and a touch of not autism, asthma and eczema. Sorry.
All right.
But Annabelle is really where the story started, because when I was pregnant for her, I went to a midwife. I wanted to go all natural. I was really, really young, and I was 21, 22 when she was born. And she was telling me about the procedure of what was going to happen when I went to the birthing center to have my baby. And she says, now we're going to, after you have some skin-on-skin time, we're going to give your baby her shots. And I said, what shots? And she said, we're going to do vitamin K and hepatitis B. And I said, well, why would she need hepatitis B? And she said, honey, to be honest with you, she really doesn't unless she's going to be shooting up behind the hospital or having promiscuous relations. She didn't use that exact word. But, that's where I started kind of thinking, okay, this isn't what I want to do. So we declined Hep B and took the Vit K. So she had vitamin K. She wasn't.
And what did they say about the vitamin K or vitamin K, whatever you call it?
They told me that it was for blood clotting, and we were originally going to decline it. But I labored with her. My water was broken for 36 straight hours, and I pushed for 5. And they had to vacuum her out, suction vacuum her out. And because of the vacuum on her head, they recommended we do the vitamin K for blood clotting purposes, because when you suction a baby out, it can cause a brain bleed. So they recommended that we did. Then we took it then, and then we decided. We read Dr. Sears' vaccine book, and he has an alternative schedule in his book. So we took that and we decided to do that, and we started vaccinating her somewhere between 6 and 10 months, and we did DTaP, Hib, and rotavirus vaccines for Annabelle, who's 6. And every single time, without skipping a beat, she would come down with the worst ear infections, double ear infections, single ear infections, constantly. And we went to, I think it was, she was just turning a year old, and they told me that I needed to stop breastfeeding. Now, anybody knows me, I'm an avid breastfeeder. I mean, crazy breastfeeder. None of my kids have ever had formula, ever. And they said, you need to stop breastfeeding for this vaccine. And I said, what are you talking about? Why would I need to stop breastfeeding for this vaccine? And they said, well, we'll provide you with some formula samples, but you need to stop breastfeeding because your breast milk will actually kill the virus in the vaccine. It was a Rotateq live virus vaccine.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Has anyone heard this before? Have you heard this before?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a
Really?
whole piece that was, the CDC was circulating.
Yeah. So,
today is like, I feel like I'm in a nightmare. I literally feel like I'm going to wake up in a minute and all of this will be over. I cannot understand today. Okay.
yeah, no. So when they said that, I questioned. I said, I'm not going to stop breastfeeding. If my breast milk is strong enough to kill the virus in the vaccine, then it's clearly strong enough to kill the virus itself. So why am I even doing this? And she fought with me on it and told me that I would be putting my child into danger's way by not getting the vaccine. And I said, well, then I guess, my breast milk will take care of that. And I walked out, and we decided we weren't going to vaccinate anymore. Stephen was born. We did vitamin K. You've heard his story a little bit. And we went back to the doctor, and they said, if you're not going to continue to vaccinate, then you cannot continue to come to this office.
And we all know the reason for that. We
Yep.
talk about it every single time on Periscope.
Yes.
Basically, you're hurting their bonus.
Yes.
You're hurting their little payback. So they have to get rid of you.
Yes.
Otherwise, they will not get their check.
Exactly. So we said, fine, peace out. And
Like we care. Bye.
exactly. And my husband had been going to the same family doctor for years and years. And so we took our family over to the family doctor, and they are amazing. They are 100% supportive of our decision to not vaccinate. Our little two, my 2-year-old and our almost 7-month-old, no vitamin K, no vaccines, nothing. So
how bad's the eczema now? Do you keep it under control? I mean,
very much so.
Do you know about the diet element? I'm
Yes.
sure you do. So there's
Yes.
nothing worse than people like me telling you
And
these things.
I am a big believer. We only did Vit K, which was a very, very, I regret doing any of them, but with him being solidly breastfed for a solid, 5.5, 6 months, and only having vitamin K, the eczema was very, very minimal. It's very under control. We mostly notice it around his waistband on his pants and around, like, if he's got cuffs on his shirt, where his shirts and stuff will rub and it gets it kind of irritated. But other than that, it's super mild. I have to use specific laundry soaps, and keep him away from certain things in his diet, stuff like that. But other than that, I mean, it really doesn't bother him. Our doctor actually recommended that my breast milk could actually, if I were to express that and put it on the eczema, that would help. That does help. But now it's almost where we don't even notice it anymore.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes. And our doctor said that he can hear a little bit of asthma. He thinks he's got a touch of asthma, which I believe is also from the Vit K shot. But it is so minuscule that we don't have to do much about it. And I really do believe that it's because he was breastfed for 16 months. So